police are urging football fans across Cumbria to make good memories during England's World Cup semi-final showdown, and not ones that will be regretted. Officers will be out in force patrolling the county as they look to keep the thousands of Three Lions fans watching the game safe. Pubs, in particular those along Carlisle's Botchergate, are expected to be packed as the national side takes on Croatia for a place in the final, and many more will be watching at home. It's being billed as the biggest England match for decades, and emotions are likely to run high no matter what the result is. So Cumbria's police force is urging people to behave sensibly for the match and warn fans they will not tolerate violence or trouble. Officers have also seen a rise in domestic violence cases during previous tournaments, with alcohol fueling tensions in some households. So the warning goes beyond pub punch-ups, with senior police stressing there is no excuse for domestic abuse. Superintendent Justin Bibby said, "World Cup fever is certainly bubbling away across Cumbria, and we are all looking forward to tonight's semi-final. Wherever you are watching the game, enjoy it responsibly, look out for each other and make some good memories, ones you will cherish and not regret." Mr. Bibby also issued a specific warning about the use of flares and other pyrotechnics. He added, "We saw some incidents after Saturday's game that could have been avoided, including one where flares were set off. We understand the excitement that the tournament is generating, but the use of flares or other pyrotechnics can be very dangerous to other people. The scenes of jubilation across the county have largely been good-natured, and we want that to continue on Wednesday night, whatever the result," are also urging people to help them out as they expect a surge in emergency calls, saying tonight could be as busy as New Year's Eve. Following England's victory over Sweden on Saturday, the service saw almost 20% more calls than on the average weekend. Paramedics are asking that people only dial 999 in serious or life-threatening emergencies. The previous weekend, the service answered 8,631 emergency calls, but on Saturday, the control rooms answered a staggering 10,281, with some of them not requiring an emergency response. Steve Hines, Deputy Director of Operations for NWAS, said, "Although an ambulance did not respond to these calls, they still took up precious time and resources and added to the pressure in an already very busy control room. Many of the less urgent calls we received were for injuries sustained due to over-exuberant celebrations, and while we too are as excited as anyone about England's success so far, we urge people to look after themselves and refrain from actions which could cause them, or someone else, an injury. We have extra resources in place during England's matches, so while you are enjoying the atmosphere in your local, spare a thought for the hundreds of ambulance and NHS staff who will be continuing to provide a service. Knowing your limits and looking out for each other will be the best way you can help them. Remember, we are all in this together." A similar call has been made by the trust which runs Carlisle's Cumberland Infirmary and the West Cumberland Hospital in Whitehaven. Dr. Rod Harpin, Medical Director at North Cumbria University Hospital's NHS Trust, said, "After the England match had finished on Saturday, we saw an increase in attendances at our A. Ahead of tonight's match, we would urge people to enjoy the match responsibly with their family and friends, and to remember that A.